So this will be example 2. So just like we said before, so this is the integral of x squared e to the x dx. So x squared will be u, e to the x will be dv. So u equals x squared, du equals 2x. We have derive, dv is e to the x dx. We will integrate to get v, which is the integral of e to the x is just e to the x. So now we will substitute in these values into our integration by parts formula. So u x squared times v e to the x minus the integral of v e to the x du 2x. So now I will actually switch these two values, because if we actually leave this integral as is and be e to the x be u and 2x be dv, we will actually keep integrating and integrating and integrating, and we will never stop. So what I did was I actually switched these around. So let me just rewrite this again. So equals x squared e to the x minus the integral of 2x e to the x, because I want u to be 2x and dv to be e to the x. So we will integrate once again. U equals, excuse me. So before we do u and all this stuff, I actually took out this coefficient of 2. So 2 integral of x e to the x. So my u will be x, e to the x will be dv. So u equals x, du equals 1 dx. We have derive. So dv is e to the x. We will integrate. So v will just be e to the x. Oh, excuse me, I left out my dx again. Excuse me. So now, so now we will, again, use our formula. So u is x, v is e to the x, minus the integral of v, so e to the x, times du, which I will not place the 1, but just write dx, because of course we know that 1 is in front of the dx. So once again, we have to integrate. So the integral of e to the x, we should know that it is e to the x. So this equals x e to the x, but we are not done yet, because this is actually, the integrated value of this right here. So now we actually have to multiply 2 to this value that we have actually gotten right here. So 2 times x e to the x minus e to the x. So when we do, well, I forgot. When we do FOIL, I guess you can say that, is 2x e to the x minus 2e to the x. So now this answer actually goes to this first one that we got over here. So our complete answer that we have started off from the beginning is x squared e to the x minus 2x e to the x minus 2e to the x, and please don't forget your c. So we have gotten our answer.